Hi, good morning. This is Trishana Jackson. As some of you may know, welcome to my channel. For those of you who are new, but I haven't posted in a while, but it wasn't for any significant reason, but for the fact that I just wasn't led to post. I wasn't motivated to post anything. So, but recently, things have come up and I decided to just do a quick video. I'm at work, so this may be a little bit lower than my usual videos. I don't have my camera stand, I don't have anything, so I'm kind of winging it this morning. But I just wanted to drop in and do a quick video because I think that as Christians, we sometimes get distracted and we allow the devil to distract us with these everyday occurrences. Now, the reason I decided to do this video is because recently there has been some amount of controversy in Christendom. Two instances in particular where a fairly well-known pastor made some derogatory comments as it relates to church women and the way they dress, the way they carry themselves. He made comparisons between them and some unsavory characteristics that I don't think any woman found flattering. And it's quite insulting, to be honest. The next incident was a gospel artist here in Jamaica that decided to do the gospel remake of, I guess, a popular secular song. I don't know how popular the song is because personally I've never listened to it, nor do I have any interest in hearing the song. But apparently it's a very lewd song, and he decided to put gospel to it, and there has been a big uproar about that. Certain persons did not think it was appropriate and stuff like that. Anyway, so that's the background of why I decided to do the video. Now, personally, I have chosen not to comment publicly. When I say publicly, I mean social media. I have chosen not to comment on any of these two issues because I just feel like it just didn't make sense for me to comment on it. I mean, I've had brief discussions with like my friends about it, but generally speaking, I haven't really made a comment about it because I just feel like this is a plot of the enemy. And it kind of broke my heart when I went on social media and I saw Christians getting involved in some very heated arguments about these two incidents. And I was just like, guys, this is obviously what the enemy wanted, and you're just playing right into his plan. For the entire, so this lasted for about maybe 2 weeks or 3 weeks. For the entire duration, all I kept hearing in my spirit was 2 Timothy 2:23 that says, "Don't have anything to do with foolish and stupid arguments, because you know they produce quarrels." That's all I kept repeating in my mind, and I was like, I'm not gonna get involved in this argument because at the end of the day, what does it benefit me? What does it benefit the other person? And I feel like we're just a spectacle to the unsaved world, persons who are not Christians, and they just look at us like, you know, what are you doing? Because you are going at each other, right? You're Christians and you're going at each other, arguing and fighting. I mean, what kind of example are we setting? What are we saying about Christians? Like, is it that we don't know how to agree to disagree? Is it that we feel like our opinions must always be stated? Personally, I'm one of those persons who I don't always have an opinion about stuff. And sometimes I do have opinions and I just choose not to share them because when I think about it, wisdom tells me that not everything is meant to be shared. Not everything is meant to be aired. Some things you keep to yourself. Some things you just pray about and you leave it. And you don't have to get caught up in this uproar. And, you know, it's so easy to get caught up in what is going on in our world, the comments and statements that persons make. I mean, but then we have to recognize the spirit of discernment tells us that not everything, you can't look at things on the surface. You have to use the spirit of discernment and see what spirits are behind some of these things. And just know that, you know what? that's not worth it. That's not worth my time, and you just keep it moving. Another verse that speaks to this is Proverbs 26, verse 4, which says, "Don't answer the foolish arguments of fools, or you will become as foolish as they are." And that is just so straightforward to me. Like, there are just some arguments that just don't make sense. There are just some things you just don't get involved in. Some things are just said and done to provoke you, and I realize that I don't know what it is about. Well, let me not generalize. Let me not generalize, but I find that some Christians, they don't understand that the fruit of self-control, right, doesn't just apply to specific areas of your life. It applies to just everyday things like this. Having something to say but choosing not to say it. And no matter how much it burns you and you just feel like you have to say it, you have to say it. The spirit of self-control and shut up tells you that you don't have to say everything. You don't have to justify everything. You don't always have to have an opinion about stuff. It's okay not to have an opinion. It's fine. Somebody asks you, I don't really have an opinion about that, and you just keep it moving. Don't get involved in idle arguments. All it does is it sows seeds of discord. It causes divisiveness amongst us, and that's exactly what the enemy wants to divide and conquer. So together we are stronger, and clearly what the enemy is trying to do is to cause us to go into separate ways or whatever, because we don't agree with each other. And those differences become magnified as if, at the end of the day, it even really matters. And it doesn't really matter, to be honest. When you think of in the grand scheme of things, do these two incidents really matter? How does it affect change? How does it affect your life? How does it affect your relationship with God? How many souls are being saved and affected in a positive way? And if you can't come up with a good answer for those things, then to me as a Christian, that just tells me that it's not worth your time. So you just keep it moving. So I pray that you took something from this very short video, and I just pray that you will continue to allow the Holy Spirit to work in and through you, and that you will not succumb to the temptings of the enemy and get involved in idle, foolish quarrels with persons who clearly are just trying to provoke you to wrath. So just have a blessed day. Continue to walk in grace and in love. And until next time, I'll see you.